Hello and welcome to episode 10 of series 3 of Become a Legend Story Mode. Now before we get into the meat of this episode, I just want to send my condolences and good vibes and just prayers and everything imaginable to the inhabitants of the Indonesian island of Sulawesi that, as many of you will know, on Friday was hit with an incredibly powerful tsunami and earthquake, and the death toll is looking pretty high. It seems to be rising, so just got to dedicate this episode to them because that is brutal. And obviously Indonesia's come to take a special place in my heart after starting this series and doing all the research, so it was difficult news to see. But anyway, on to hopefully more positive things, and I did play a few games actually in between the this one and the last episode, and well, we started off with the sort of local derby against Antwerp, Eggy's actual now home, place of residence. I'm sure he's enjoying living there and didn't enjoy going there and getting beaten 1-0. And once again, the hashtag #RestEggy was used by a lot of the Waasland-Beveren fans. He looked tired, he was on a red arrow, probably only had about 2/3 stamina starting the game, got subbed in the 75th minute, couldn't really do anything, it was a very, very poor game. But came back against the much more difficult top of the league clash against Club Brugge, and we managed to get a draw. And not only did we get a draw, but it was Eggy who got the first goal of the game, and it was a lovely finish, as you can see here, very pleasing. But unfortunately, Club Brugge came back with an equaliser in the 87th minute, which was a bit of a sickener, especially at home, but still a positive result. Today we've got Ghent, Kortrijk maybe, and then Anderlecht. Anderlecht are in 5th, Ghent are in 6th. It's there or thereabouts us at the moment. We're actually up into 4th at the moment, which is incredible. We're having a great start to the season. Got some tricky games in this one though. Let's go and see what Eggy's stamina is looking like. That is the big issue at the moment. Yeah, we're getting almost to half stat. I just don't know what to do. Some good suggestions in the comments of the last episode, like get him sent off. Actually, getting him sent, that's actually not a bad idea. That might be the idea. Or I think it was someone said maybe change the positions that you can play in. But I'm not going to do that. I'm on a downward arrow as well. This isn't going to go well. Ghent, they've got a pretty decent back line as well, and those two big defensive midfielders. I remember playing against them before. We have struggled. Let's see how we get on. So an away trip today for Waasland-Beveren, and Eggy's stamina issues are not going away. This is a little bit, I guess it is a bit of a bug, isn't it, really? They shouldn't be continuing to play him. Well, I would say he's been absolutely vital. His stats are incredible. I can understand the manager for wanting to play him, but it's really not helping us. Oh, and Poma does well to get to that. And now Eggy's making a very slow run. Didn't mention it, but I'm decided to play this entire game without hitting the sprint button once. It's coming to Eggy here. Oh, nearly came to him. Very nearly came to him. But yeah, we're going to see what we can do without sprinting at all. No R1 will be used in this game. Let's see if that helps. Oh, Eggy's worked a lovely bit of space here. That's a very slow ball, but it's to the right man. Now Forte turns, gets the left-footed shot off, and we're off the mark here. I'm starting to think we've been sprinting way too much. Just seems to be the right idea. It's giving Eggy more time to find the space. I'm liking this. And at this point here, well, we just drifted into this nice pocket here. This pass wasn't exactly convincing, but it was to the right man. It was a great turn from Forte. And an unerring finish from the striker. It's a perfect start here for Waasland-Beveren. And Poma, lovely turn into Forte. Eggy's slowly making his way up from the back. Lovely back heel to Ampoma. And now we've got men in the box. Great ball into Forte. Here's a great... Oh, that's a great chance for him. Good first touch. Just knocked it into the air. Couldn't finish it in quite the same way as he managed to in the first goal. But it's good movement. Good work. Eggy gets the pass away. And now Forte out to Ampoma. Waasland-Beveren bombing on here. Little touch out of his feet. Eggy gets the shot off. Oh, I mean, we have to use sprint in those situations just to get that bit of momentum to take a powerful shot. Fortunately, it was straight at the keeper. Good chance, though, for Eggy. Oh, great ball in here. Oh, that's a good finish. And Ghent, just before half-time, bring things level. Oh, and De Jager, he's got the moves like De Jager. Yeah. Anyway, good finish. But the defending, well, it was okay. Some desperate headers there. Fell to him here. Good turn. That's a good ball. The left back slacking there. And he's disappointed with himself. As well he should be. Didn't track the runner. And all of our good work undone very quickly. Oh, more good build-up here from Ghent. Andreas, and that is a lovely finish. And the number 23 puts Ghent ahead here in front of the home fans. And Beveren's great start to the game. It's completely overturned. Let's have another look. I mean, Waasland-Beveren have worked hard. The defenders look leggy already at the end of this first half. That's a great bit of build-up, and what a finish that is. A first-time swivelling finish on his left foot. And, well, deservedly now, again, go ahead. And that is half-time. Well, we spent basic, I think I've maybe touched R1 3 times in that. All of those 3 times were on the ball just for that little burst of energy to take a shot or get away from a man. Didn't really matter, though. Eggy was pretty much at 0 stamina by about the 30th minute. So blowing hard for much of that half. And we're not going to recover much of that, I would think, in the second half. Being on a downward arrow, your stamina is just mental anyway. So starting on just over half with a downward arrow is always going to be a killer. Short of standing in the centre circle for the entire game and not going forward or backwards, I don't know really much more I can do. We've just been walking around, essentially. Only at times where we've not been standing still. I think mainly we've been standing still. I don't know how much less effort you can put in. Maybe that red card idea is seeming less and less stupid by the second. Right, let's get into it. Oh, the Jagger gets the better of his man, and it's coming. Oh my god, it could go anywhere. Get it away. Wow. Okay, goal line scramble. It's not cleared here. Eggy doing nothing in the way of defending, so the midfielder was able to pick up the clearance easily. We'll get it away now. Now we do have a chance. Got some men forward here. Eggy under pressure does really well to turn and find the right midfielder. Lovely interplay there with Forte. Again, Eggy not sprinting here. Slowly making a run into the box. Comes back out here. This move's going to break down, isn't it? And we're going to go all the way back. Fuck's sake. Eggy now, will he get to this one? He will. Seeing the run of Forte. What a ball that is. Takes it on the chest. Oh, fucking hell. Fuck it. It's right in there. But that was beautiful work there from Eggy. Spotted the run, and almost 80 minutes gone and we're still on the pitch. This whole not sprinting thing was a stroke of genius. We might have stumbled upon Eggy's best way of playing. Now the ball is flighted in, and that's not done very well, but 80 minutes in, we've still got some stamina left. It just shows we need to ration it a bit more. We can last longer than we thought. And that is full time here, and that is really unfortunate. To take the lead, go behind with 2 goals in 5 minutes and then not be able to find anything in that second half. Positives are, though, Eggy managed to play the full 90 and only actually just ran out of stamina towards the end. I was being pretty extreme with the non-sprinting rule, and it did work actually, and we didn't have a bad game. What this will show is, though, how important it is to be in the right positions and to get back. That's what we didn't do. The heat map could be actually quite funny. We get a 5, yeah, like we barely left the centre circle. Didn't do any defending at all. Didn't even get close to our own box, and that has had an effect. Considering we made 20 of our 21 passes attempted, you can see how this style of play, although it did allow us to play the full 90, and actually our stamina management was insane compared to normal, especially on a downward arrow, not getting back is going to kill your player rating. Because we played pretty well. I mean, we only had 1 shot on target, to be fair, but it was better than a 5 performance. Even just doing 20 accurate passes in a game, it's normally enough to guarantee you a 6. So, yeah, I think that's the only problem with that idea. But it did allow us... Well, we would have... If we'd got substituted off at the 70th minute, we were still in green stamina. But we did so well at managing our stamina, we didn't get subbed. And we dropped down now to 6th spot. That is that's the low end. That's where we need to be. Any lower than this, and we won't make it through to the playoffs. And that's got to be the goal for us. Eggy, 8 goals, 5 assists, 30 appearances. I mean, that is a good return for a young player coming into a new league, and the manager agrees. 100% trust in Eggy now. About to go up to 70 lofted pass. Pulled off that lovely pass to Forte. Could have levelled that game up. Finishing at 72. He's just a really well-rounded player. It's great to play with. Really enjoying it. But the fixture pile-up continues. This is the real issue here in January. Oh, and I see Eggy has got a nick. Oh, okay. That's a really weird coincidence, and in slightly poor taste, I would say, from the Waasland-Beveren fans. But he's got the nickname the Hurricane. I mean, it does pretty well describe his style of play, but with the current news, that is unfortunate. But maybe a little bit of dark humour there from the Waasland-Beveren fans. But I think Eggy will own that, and I think he can dedicate his performances to all the victims of the extreme weather events going on in Indonesia. Okay, we'll take it. It's a little bit close to Harry Kane for me, but that's fine. We can ignore that. And we do start again today, only 3 days later. Jesus Christ. Well, let's take a look at the sides. We're in front of Ndai, exactly the same as it was in the last game. Slightly better form. Just going to have to walk around again and hope that we get substituted in the 60th, 70th minute, rather than playing the full 90. I don't know what the better way to do it would be. Run our energy down and get substituted early or walk around and get substituted late, get a poor rating. Either way at the moment, we just need a break. We really need a break in the schedule. Actually, let me just look. What is the schedule looking like? When are we likely to get out of this run of fixtures? Okay, so after the... Yeah, so we've got a fairly decent gap after today's game. And then a couple more games. And then we've got this big run here up to Ostend and Club Brugge. Hopefully Eggy can regain. Just catch his breath. All right, let's get into it. So what can the Hurricane do here in front of the fans at the Waasland-Beveren? It'd be great if you got some banners, wouldn't it, with the names on. That feels like that would be a really small touch. Just to have some of your fans holding some, waving some Hurricane flags. Or some Eggy flags. It'd be good to have some Indonesian flags in the crowd as well. Which I'm sure there are at Leki Gdansk when he plays there. Well, that's something for me to suggest maybe to PES for the next Become a Legend if they decide to touch it maybe one day. Right, let's do this. Nice ball into Eggy. Good first touch. Finds Ndai. Now Eggy's made a good run into the box. It's through to him here. Eggy cuts inside on the left. Yes, get in there. Well, obviously we had to sprint then. Obviously, to get into that position. And, I mean, not sprinting is going to take away a lot of Eggy's game because he is so quick and so dynamic. And cutting back in onto that left foot. People are going to get wise to that one day, but until they do, we're just going to keep doing it. Call us the Indonesian Iron Robin if you like. Not quite the same position as Robin would do it, but great speed to get ahead of his man there and cuts back in. Easy. Just make it easy for yourself. He could have gone to the line, tried to hit it with the right, but cutting back in. So few people are going to be able to hang with his balance and his quickness of feet. Especially not a big centre-back. So it was see you later. Look at the centre-back. He's stumbling off, looking wistfully over his shoulder as Eggy slots it home. And it's a great start here for the Hurricane. We're off the mark. So Kortic with the corner here. 15 minutes gone in this one. Into the big centre forward. He can't get to it. Eggy will pick this up though. Lovely turn inside and finds Ndai. We're not going to sprint after him though. We're just going to join him at our leisure. As we do there. Skip away from our man. And then again. Oh, see you later. See you later. Eggy. Smooth under pressure. Eggy picks it up on the halfway line. Looking for options here. Kortic closing in well, but he gets the pass away. But we lose out there. He can hit us on the break. That's nicely worked. Mboyo now. Back to Ezekiel. Lovely stuff. He's got one to aim for in the box. Cuts back. Puts the ball into the late run of Azuni. Kortic looking dangerous here. Can we put the right ball in? Oh, Mboyo can't get to it. We do manage to clear it, but a big bit of pressure there from the away side. Mboyo, lovely little flick back to Kleepoint, and that is some finish off the bar. What a goal that is. Kortic have been threatening since Waasland-Beveren went ahead. And that is very nicely worked. And a Tony Yeboah-esque finish off the crossbar. I mean, it was nowhere near as good as the famous goal, but it's always nice to see one going off the bar, and that is beautiful. High ball looking for Ndai. Good header into Eggy. It's out of his feet and finds Ampoma straight away. The half nearly up here. Eggy with a burst of speed down the line, and that's a good ball into him. Can he pick out Ndai now? Oh, under a lot of pressure. Finds a way out though. Finds the left back. Lovely ball into Ndai. Takes it down. Takes it very wide. Eggy's made a good run here. Boljevic into him. Oh, and the keeper dives through us there. Manages to get to it. I don't know if we were going to be in an offside position if we had received the ball. That was close. Almost something before the half there. So it is half-time here at the Waasland-Beveren, and Waasland-Beveren, well, they went ahead with a goal from our man, from the Hurricane. And, yeah, I've got mixed feelings about this game so far. Obviously, from a team perspective, good to get the first goal. Difficult one to concede, but a very good goal to concede. For Eggy, well, the stamina management. I've been trying to do a little bit of both. Obviously, we need a little bit of sprinting. And that's what got us the goal, essentially. We wouldn't have scored that without using sprint. But the stamina was very low very quickly. And now that we've scored a goal, we're going to be on for the full 90. Almost doesn't even matter how low our stamina is. We will be played for the whole game. So we've just got to wait for that long break, haven't we? It's maybe 3 games away. We've just got to grit our teeth, keep playing through the pain. And hopefully out the other end we'll be still in a decent position in the league. And Eggy will still be getting goals. That's probably the most we can ask for right now. Right, let's go. Eggy now. Got Nzuni with him. Cuts back in nicely. And then he's beating him again and he's away. Lovely work there. And now we are having to sprint into Ampoma. Knocks it back into Eggy. Space it to look. And that is an awful cross. awful cross. Goes all the way out for a throw. The build-up was so nice. He's got a bit carried away. Oh, lovely ball in here. Laid back to Mboyo, the captain. Can't take it down, and Lapointe blazes it over the bar. Incredible opportunity there to take the lead. Oh, really good defending there. And now Ndiaye into Eggy. Oh, that's a great sliding tackle. But we will get it into the box here. Can he find Eggy? He can't. That's an awful ball. It would have been a tap-in. 78 minutes gone, and we're absolutely dead here. But we're still trying. We're getting forward. Now Ndiaye. Eggy's offside. Now he's on. Ball in. No, the low ball would have done it there. Oh, Eggy had done really well to get back on side as well. That's unfortunate. Chances missed here late in the game. Forte into Eggy. He can slip through Dierks now. Forte is available in the box. Will he cut it inside? Eggy's made the late run. No, it's missed everyone. Oh, but it's through. Oh, Eggy's going to get to this. Cuts back. Looks to chip it. Oh, off the underside of the bar. I nearly screamed. Nearly screamed. Eggy almost sealing this game with a wonder finish. But it's not over yet. Oh, that is an awful fucking throw. What are you? Absolute idiot. He still has a chance here, though. Ball into him. Into Forte. Wants it back. He's not going to get it back, but Boljevic puts it wide. No. Oh, two massive chances for Waasland-Beveren to take all 3 points from this meet-up. And this was nicely worked. Eggy, as we know, dead. Forte with the eyes in the back of his head, back heel there. Put it wide. Can't believe these chances we're missing here. Only 3 minutes left in this one. The home fans going crazy. They sense there could be blood. And that is full time here. Well, big chances missed at the end of that one. Eggy, well, he created an incredible chance all of his own. And it was so close to just sailing over the keeper into the net. Just denied by the underside of the crossbar. And then Boljevic missed an absolute sitter. Which Eggy was involved in the creation of. Well, we went down a different route in this one. We just ran. We just ran around loads. Obviously, with the goal, we get 6.5. Let's check the heat map in this one. I mean, we didn't really get back much more. We got forward a lot more. We missed a lot of passes in that, actually. Only 15 of 22. Managed to get a couple of shots off, obviously. One of them being the goal. Better, still not great. And we can't be dropping points. We could be out of the top 6 now, and that is not a good scenario. We stay 6th just about. Ostend below us. We've got them in a few games' time. Anderlecht, our next opponents, are one place ahead of us. A win against them, and Ghent not picking up any points could see us go up to 4th, maybe into 4th, so still very tight. And lofted pass has increased. Let's take a look at our development. It's looking pretty much on track as expected. A dramatic improvement now would be great. Let's hope this now, just under a week, really helps us. It needs to. We are still starting. I think we would have lost quite a lot of stamina from that last game, so I don't expect us to be looking any more positive than we have. In the last few games, oh, it's the bloody red arrow and half stamina. It's killing us. It's absolutely killing us. Right, let's get this out of the way then. So annoyingly, having to find our way out of this stamina black hole shouldn't need a strategy, but if it did have a strategy, it would definitely not be what we've done in this episode so far. Conserve our energy so well that we get a poor rating, but also play 90 minutes when we could have paid 65 as we have in recent games, or score a goal and then run around like a madman trying to get a second. And also play the full 90. So 2 full matches for Eggy. Can he make it a hat-trick in this episode? Masona now. First half nearly over. Can Anderlecht find something here? No, they can't. And now we have a really good chance for a break here. Zampoma brings it down the right-hand side. Eggy sprinting inside. Oh, the pass was too obvious. It's easily cut out. Well, that's awful. And now Eggy inside his man, looking for the run of Ampoma. Looks to shape a ball into him, but Ampoma's back into Eggy. Almost through the defender. We will get a corner out of it. A little late flurry of excitement here. Can Eggy find the right ball in? That's a bit long. That's very long to the far post. We'll rise for it here. One more chance to get it back into the box. Oh, and what a finish that is. Who is that with that hit? That could be one of the midfielders whose name I can never remember. It is. It's Bizz. And he certainly looked good there. What a finish. Eggy with a good corner. Some trouble for Anderlecht getting it away properly. Back inside. Lovely step over it there. Just let it run through. And the big midfielder is through to wallop that in. And it's a goal in a very, very poor first half. I wouldn't say it was against the run of play because there hasn't really been any play. It's the first shot of the game on target in the net. possession's pretty even. Eggy struggling, Eggy tired, Eggy low form. Eggy hopefully will be substituted in about the 60th minute. That's the ideal from this one. Let's see what happens in the second half. Come on then. Dirks now. Eggy wants it inside. Plays the ball back into him. Narrowly avoids getting absolutely ruined there. Eggy thought about the pass. Puts a good ball in, looking for Endow. Oh, lets it fall. Hits it well with his left foot. Just got a little bit too much of it. That was well worked by Eggy. Used the dummy runner to distract the right back. Found a little pocket of space. This was a great ball, especially with his weaker foot. Put it into just about the only position Endow was going to be able to get a finish away. And just wide and high. Great header there from Endow. And now Eggy can bring it forward. Sees the run of Dirks. A lovely ball into him. He takes it down. Can he finish it? Oh! Great pass there into the left midfielder. That must have been on a razor's edge in terms of offside. Eggy timed it perfectly into a great position. First touch was decent. Defender was there, putting him under pressure. Very close though to our second. And that'll be Eggy's last action of the game. Probably for the best. Good solid 70 there. And if we can come away with the win, then I'll be very pleased. And Ampoma grabs the second, surely a decisive one in this game. It was a simple ball inside from Vanzo. And that should be it here. The home fans will be very pleased with this result against a team very close to us in the league. We should be able to leapfrog them now. And that is a good result. And there we have it, 2-0 here at home. And that is a great performance against a team who will certainly most likely be with us in the playoffs. But we still need to finish in the top 6, and so do they. And they were poor today. We weren't that much better. But Eggy with a 4.5. I mean, again, we just weren't getting back. We couldn't. We didn't have the energy. I mean, luckily at this point, it doesn't really mean anything. We're not going to get dropped. And, yeah. It might affect our ability to get signed, I guess. Our overall rating for the season might have an effect on that. I don't know. But there we are, up into 5th. And we leapfrog Anderlecht. Lovely, lovely work. And we're 6 points now ahead of Oostend. That's a gap. That is a gap. There's no doubt about it. So there we have it. A fairly decent episode. Let's have a look and see where Eggy is in the goal rankings. He is the 10th highest scorer in the Jupiler League. It's Waasland-Beveren's highest scorer. I mean, that is a great result. And Poma's got 6. I guess we do rotate our strikers quite a lot, which is why Vanzo and Forte both on 5. Bolivic has grabbed 4. I mean, you can't argue with that, really, can you? Really can't argue with that. What about the assists? Is Eggy in there? Yeah, well, 4 assists as well. I mean, you've got to say, he's turning into already one of the best players in the league. What a start to his career in Europe. Where will we go next? That's going to be really interesting. But for now, we concentrate on our league season, and it's doing pretty well. We've got to get into the playoffs, and then, yeah, who knows? Anything could happen then. I'll see you in a bit.